Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's your guy Coldfire.
And I'm Kit.
And today we are reacting to part 4 of Madonna's Drowned World Tour 2001. We just reacted to Ray of Light and Paradise Not For Me, the video interlude. And so far this concert has been very different from the ones that we have reacted to. It goes to show you that she keeps up with what's trendy and she stays ahead of the game.
So now we are in her geisha girl moment of the concert.
Yes.
So,
and
let's just jump into it
and
get to the
next
one.
Let's get into it, guys. Yep. It's a dog. It's a Doberman, remember? Then she goes into birds, what's it called?
You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open. You're so consumed with how much you get. You waste your time with hate and regret. You're broken when your heart's not open.
She's getting ready to get down.
If I could melt your heart, we'd never be apart. Give yourself to me. You hold the key.
What's
That
that?
is not actually dance moves. That is actually Tai Chi, if I'm not mistaken. They are doing katas instead of dance moves.
So she knows martial arts?
Well, enough. I'm assuming she doesn't know it thoroughly, but I mean, I could be wrong. She's a smart girl, but she knows enough to do the kata moves that they're doing. From being an ex-martial artist, that's I recognize them. These are defense and attack positions that they've turned into, I guess you can say, dance moves, because if you think about it, katas are nothing but, I'm trying to think of the word without insulting anybody. It's not meant to be an insult because I don't know the words to say it, but katas are basically, it's a form of dance for defense and
So it's kind of like
attacks. So,
strategy.
more or less, yes.
You're waiting for your opponent to strike.
Correct, or vice
And
versa.
it's like a bird mating. You're trying to get them to
Correct.
make the first move.
More or less.
So you could say that she's basically... I've never seen martial arts being performed on a stage as a dance to a song before.
Okay.
And I could be wrong because there could be out there, but as far as I know,
Let me.
I've never seen,
When-
and it fits perfectly with the song.
When I used to teach martial arts unofficially, and I would teach the katas, I would do it with music. I would pick certain songs that matched up with the kata moves that we are doing. Again, this was many, many years ago when I was actually in shape. But it made it easier to remember the moves than just stand there. And that's how on a lot of competitions that I used to do in the past, I'd actually do very well because instead of memorizing the moves, I would memorize the music, which was easier for me. Then the moves would come easier. It would also help with breathing and stuff like that. So I just happened to notice that on there. So.
And with Frozen, with her humming and everything, it kind of like fits that
Correct.
meditational.
I'm sure it's not an actual kata that they're doing.
Well, we'll see, I guess.
It's pieces of katas that they're putting together for the song.
Okay. Because, like I said, remember, we couldn't hardly see it from the
Yeah.
nosebleeding seats when we went to see it. So now we're getting to see
Hit
it.
play.
So we're going to see if she actually does what you did.
Love is a bird, she needs to fly. Let all the hurt inside of you die. You're frozen when your heart's not open. If I could melt your heart, we'd never be apart.
Okay, so she's actually not doing katas. She's doing some moves, but her performers that are out there with her, they're actually doing, it appears, and again, it depends on what style they're doing, but it does appear that they are actually doing an actual series of actual katas or moves flowing nice and
Right.
smooth, which I know
Because
she can't do it because one, she's singing, so her breathing's not going to be right, but two, she's holding a microphone, so of course she's not going to be able to do all the moves, but she
Correct.
is trying to mimic the kata without insulting it, which she's doing a very good job.
Yeah, and I just want to say is, I think that's another reason why I love Madonna so much. She always uses different cultures and represents them respectfully.
Yeah, I will say that.
So
Give yourself to me. You hold the
what the hell is she doing?
I don't know. But I am going to say this, though. One thing I do respect that I've seen so far, obviously, you remember at the beginning, she was displaying the Japanese flag.
Yes.
Okay. I have to say, and they are all dressed similar to either
Samurai.
geishas and or samurai. And they're actually using the right friggin' sword.
So there's a different sword for.
Well, see, a lot of people that do things like what she's doing would use the more popular katana sword, which is a shorter sword, which was used usually by the ninjas or practicing ninjutsu, because the shorter swords, the ninja would actually sneak inside of a home to assassinate whoever they were hired to do, if that's what they were. So they would use a smaller sword, which was called a katana sword. Whereas the samurai had honor, they go outside, they would, defend or what have you. They would use the more traditional samurai sword, which is longer and it's got a curve to it. And that's what the one guy up there actually had in his hand, was a samurai sword, which very, very glad that they're actually putting the right items together. If that makes sense.
So the samurais were more, in the martial arts sense, they were more, what's the word I'm trying to use? They were
Honorable?
more diplomatic.
Well, no.
When it
because
came to
they're-
fighting, they had honor
no,
more than the other ones.
Don't take it the wrong way. Yes, samurai had honor. Ninjas had honor.
Like
They-
samurai wouldn't
they
turn
all had-
hit their enemy from the back.
They all had a code that they honored. Samurai is called the code of the Bushido. Ninjas had a similar code, but again, the ninjas got bad raps because there was a lot of them that turned bad.
Like rogue.
They went against the code. But what history doesn't like to say is that there were samurais that did the same thing. So it's like good and bad people. It is what it is. But for the most part, they both had honor. And the ninjas that actually had honor used both katana swords and samurai swords because they both lived off of the code of the Bushido. So,
Okay, so being that you are a martial arts expert,
I'm not an expert.
well, you did study it for
Yes.
your first 18 years.
Yes, I did, but I'm
So-
not an expert.
Just as clarification for me, because I'm kind of knowledgeable in the sense of what a geisha girl is. But what do they represent as far as
Martial
what
arts?
she's trying to do?
I don't remember what a geisha is. That's got nothing to do with martial arts.
Aren't they considered supposed to be pure and trained
I believe
and
so.
stuff like that
I believe so.
to be royalty? Are they kind of like type of royalty in Japan? Culture?
They're basically the untouched virgins.
Like monks would be?
No,
But they're
no, because it's not.
because they're taught how to pour tea a certain
Yeah,
way.
but it's not really a religion thing. It's more of a
No, I'm not saying that. They're taught like to be etiquette.
not just etiquette. They're
For the-
taught to be female servants.
Okay, that's all I was just
If I'm
want to
not
know.
mistaken, but I could be wrong.
Because I know
If
I
anybody
remember
out-
seeing something out there that where they had to
anybody-
learn how to pour tea a certain
If
way.
anybody out there knows what the definition or the reason behind a geisha or geisha,
Like they had to move a
that
certain
would
way.
be that would be helpful with this because honestly, I don't know and I don't want to misrepresent them because I don't want to dishonor them by telling one thing when it's not actually the truth.
Now Japan has always been an ally.
No, they have not.
They haven't.
We went to war with them.
No, after the war though.
Oh, after the war, after we dropped some
No, you
unnecessary
don't say.
stuff on them, yes. They after that, and we realized we screwed up and helped them rebuild. They did become.
There was a misunderstanding when that happened.
They became
And then we
allies, and they
became-
have been allies with us since.
But the other big one,
Yeah, no.
not so much.
not
Okay,
so much.
but they're completely different with their martial
Yes.
arts. Okay.
Yes.
You only see what your eyes want to see. How can I feel so sad. What I did wasn't right. I feel so bad, and I must say to you, sorry, but nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. What did you expect? I'm doing my best. I feel so bad, but you know I'll be true. I feel so sad, and I must say to you, sorry, but nobody's perfect.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, no, she
It's like watching a
she
damn
brought-
Broadway play.
somehow and I'm not exactly sure, but she brought dishonor. So she is trying to get out of being executed.
So is this kind of like Milan type
Yeah,
of setting?
Well, yeah, I guess so. I give
Because if you think about it, did
Um,
Milan wear sort of like this kind of outfit in the movie?
you-
I'm just trying to get information because I don't
Um,
know a lot about.
No, but basically, and again, I
But it
don't know
looks
if-
like she's done something wrong,
yeah, she brought dishonor.
and she brought
And when you
dishonor,
bring dishonor,
and
they-
she's not allowed to touch him.
Well, it's not that. No, she brought dishonor, and she's trying to ask for forgiveness so she doesn't get executed.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so, hence the words, nobody's perfect, you know, blah blah blah. Even the way that she walked when the guy walked this way and she followed, she did her little tiny footsteps. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
That's how geishas walk.
Mhm. So she brought dishonor or shame, either to the house, to the name, to the
Maybe
family.
she gave up being a geisha,
So
or done something bad as a geisha.
I don't know. But anyways,
I don't
so
know. We'll figure it out.
Did you expect? I'm doing my best. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
He seems to be fighting it.
you know, it's not-
What, did he cut her hair? Or what was a part of her
it's a part of the clothing, which I think instead of executing her, he's cutting that off. Therefore, she is no longer
She's reprieved.
she's no longer a geisha or anything like that. She's just a
Stripped her of her title.
her honor, but at least she's alive, I guess. I could be wrong.
When I am with you,
I can't tell what it is.
cool at night. When I am lonely,
Ponytail. Maybe.
nobody's perfect.
Okay, so we're gonna stop it there. But
Okay.
that was like watching a what do you call it? Like a Broadway scene. There was so much representation, but I'm not quite sure what.
I guess, and here's
I
the
can
thing.
get your point of view. There was something going on with she done something bad and brought dishonor
And here's
and
hoping,
asking for forgiveness.
Here's hoping I'm hoping I'm correct. If I am incorrect, please let us know. But also, please do not take offense to it, because obviously, I don't live in that part of the world. So, anything that I say is just assumptions. If I'm incorrect on it, let us know. But please don't do the whole.
Well, that's just what a video reactor does. It's our first time actually seeing this concert, so
I'm just saying.
and with the knowledge that you have, you stopped at 18 or something like that. So there's variations when it comes to martial arts over there, like what he was doing. He obviously he didn't kill her, but he cut something off of her. So we don't know exactly what he cut off of her.
I'm assuming it's her hair, because you do not. That is the one thing you do not do, is cut their hair off.
Yeah,
So.
that's
But anyways, hope
Yep.
you guys enjoyed that. We will see you in part
4 or 5. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see in the next part. It'll be the we will
I think it's
we
part
will
4.
number them as we go along.
I think it's part 4.
Yes.
So
But that was she did Frozen, and then she did Nobody's Perfect. Okay? Hope you guys enjoyed that video reaction to Madonna's Drowned World Tour 2001.
see you
And
next
from the
time.
U.S. to wherever you are in the world, we love you. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.